First, you invite Benama. Second, you invite Anatolu Agency. Then you can close the session. All right. Thanks.
Cek. Cek, cek. Cek mic 1 2, cek 1 2 3. Cek, cek.
Tapi dia punya bendera belakang dah. Bendera belakang dah. Patut bendera belakang kita tu kena ke belakang kan sebab dia dah jarak.
So, kiri ke kan?
Kita kena ke sana. Bendera kena ke sana sikit. Tengok tu bendera dia. To your side.
To your left or right?
To my left. Dah.
Announcing the arrival of the Honorable Datuk Sri Saifuddin Abdullah, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Malaysia, and His Excellency Mevlut Cavusoglu, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Republic of Turkey. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. Distinguished guests, members of media, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the joint press conference in conjunction with the official visit of His Excellency Mevlut Cavusoglu, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Republic of Turkey, to Malaysia. Now, I would like to invite the Honorable Datuk Sri Saifuddin Abdullah, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Malaysia, to deliver his statement, followed by His Excellency Mevlut Cavusoglu, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Turkey. Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera. Yang berhormat Tuan Yang Terutama Mevlut, sahabat baik saya, my dear brother, Foreign Minister Mevlut. Kami berdua, both of us have had a very fruitful bilateral meeting this morning, and this was followed by a call by my dear brother on Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri Ismail Sabri Yaakob. The visit of Mr. Mavlud is a testament of the close relations between Malaysia and Turkey. The bilateral relations is becoming stronger day by day. Prime Minister Ismail Sabri have just concluded a very successful visit to Ankara, where he and President Erdogan had very fruitful meetings over several issues. And later on, in mid-August, Kebawah-Duli Yang Maha Mulia Seri Paduka Baginda Yang di-Pertuan Agong will take his official state visit to Turkey. The bilateral relations between Malaysia and Turkey has been upgraded to a comprehensive strategic partnership, starting from the visit of Prime Minister Ismail Sabri recently. We have agreed to organize and conduct more discussions, both formally and informally, between the two foreign ministers. And I must thank my dear brother for inviting me to the entire diplomacy forum in Turkey in 2023. Both countries has signed the Malaysia-Turkey Free Trade Agreement in August 2015. Since then, our economic linkages have registered steady growth. Both countries are in the final rounds of negotiations to conclude the expansion of the MTFTA, which would cover new areas such as investment, services, and e-commerce. On currency swap, we are working to expedite the signing of the expansion of the MTFTA, and also for both central banks to expedite the conclusion of the discussion on the currency swap within the parameters of the financial sphere. Both of us also agreed that we should explore new potential areas of investment, particularly in the area of digital economy and in the military and defense industry. Our participation through MAHB at the Istanbul Sabiha Gökçen International Airport is also a testimony of our continued investment in the Turkey's economy. In today's meeting, both myself and the Prime Minister raised certain issues on the further participation of Malaysia Airports Berhad at the Istanbul Sabiha Gökçen International Airport. We also discussed issues on food security, especially in the current situation as an effect of what is happening because of the Ukraine conflict. We also discussed on the ongoing discussion between Turkish Petroleum and Turkish Petroleum Offshore Technology Center with Petronas. It is hopeful to see Turkey ONG company in Malaysia very soon. We also discussed on the need for Muslim scholars, especially in the area of social sciences, to network among themselves. And the Turkey side have proposed that Ibn Khaldun University in Turkey to be the focal point, and I have suggested that the International Islamic University of Malaysia to be the counterpart, and we hope they will start their discussion as soon as possible. On cooperation in the area of humanitarian assistance in Afghanistan, we both agreed that Global Peace Mission, the NGO from Malaysia, and the Turkiyye Red Crescent will start discussion as to how they can together play a role in rendering support to the people of Afghanistan. His Excellency Foreign Minister also briefed the Prime Minister on the efforts led by President Erdogan for peace talks in trying to overcome the conflict in Ukraine. We are really looking forward to working much closer between the two of us, foreign ministers, and also the other ministers in defense and so on and so forth, so that our relations between the two brotherly countries can be enhanced in many ways. Thank you. Please, my brother.
Thank you very much, my dear brother. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am very pleased to be in Malaysia upon the invitation of my dear brother, Dr. Sri Saifuddin Abdullah. Last December, I hosted him in Turkey, and we had fruitful meetings there. We also had an online meeting before Prime Minister Dr. Sri Ismail Sabri Yakup's visit to Turkey. Today, I was received by Mr. Prime Minister. I will also meet with Senior Minister for Defense, Dr. Sri Hishamuddin Hussein. He is also my former counterpart, as you know. And today with my brother, we discuss many bilateral issues. But yesterday, we were in Cambodia for the ASEAN Foreign Ministers meeting. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank Malaysia for the continued support on enhancing our institutional relations with ASEAN. Malaysia is a key actor in its region and in the Muslim world. During Mr. Prime Minister's visit, we raised our relations to the level of comprehensive strategic partnership. 15 documents were signed between our governments, companies, and universities. That also shows how diversified our relations between not only government, but also private sector and universities and institutions. And today we follow up on the issues discussed during His Excellency's visit. Now we look forward to a visit of His Majesty Sultan Abdullah to Turkey. And we will also intensify our parliamentary cooperation, and we look forward to the establishment of the Parliamentary Friendship Group by the Malaysian side. I wanted to emphasize this particularly while we are having this press conference at in Parliament. And Malaysia is our biggest trading partner in ASEAN region. Last year, our trade volume grew by approximately 50%. And in the first half of this year, 2022, we have already reached $2.42 billion, again with a 50% growth. So it's growing. There is an imbalance against us, but we agreed to make it more balanced during this visit as well. And we have a trade of $5 billion target. It appears that this target is achievable this year. Obviously, we need to work for a more balanced trade, as I said, and we will do our best to do that. And we have recently, as my brother also mentioned, completed the negotiations to expand our existing free trade agreement, and we will sign it soon. And we are glad with the level of our defense industry cooperation. Our companies and relevant agencies are focusing on long-term cooperation in various areas: investments, technology transfer, joint production, and sharing experience, And we will also focus on finance, technology, including space and satellite technologies, transportation, energy, and tourism to further promote our cooperation. And we are ready to explore cooperation in the field of electric vehicles. And Prime Minister visited the facilities of the TOC electrical vehicle company. And the Turkovac vaccine will hopefully be available for use in Malaysia in the coming period. And we are also in agreement on issues such as vaccine technology transfer, experience sharing, and joint vaccine development. Today, we also discussed the importance of combating terrorism, especially FETO and FETO network, and we will continue our cooperation on issues that concern the interests of the Ummah, including fighting Islamophobia and Rohingya situation in Afghanistan, policies that we also discuss and we are cooperating. Particularly, we agreed today to increase our humanitarian assistance to people in Afghanistan. And we can act together on a wide range of issues at regional and international organizations, UN, OIC, ASEAN, and D8. And we hope to expand and deepen our cooperation in the upcoming period based on our comprehensive strategic partnership. My dear brother, once again, thank you very much for the invitation, for the warmest hospitality that we have been enjoying, and for very fruitful and result-oriented discussions we have had.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dato' Sri and His Excellency. Now, I would like to open the question and answer session to the floor. May I have one representative from Bernama first?
Assalamualaikum. I'm Aisha from Bernama. So my first question is, how would you describe the, both of you mentioned about this comprehensive strategic bilateral relationship between Malaysia and Turkey, and how, in terms of food security, how do you think that you are going to work up this thing? And my second question is, recently a grain deal has been reached by Ukraine and Russia through the mediation of Turkey and UN, and the transfer of grain has been started. What do you expect from the future, and will it be sustainable? Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for your questions. First, on our relations and the reciprocal visit that we have had and we are going to have between two countries will also give a new impetus to our relations, and we just upgraded our level to comprehensive strategic partnership level. And there are many areas that we need to further enhance our bilateral relations and our cooperation. And this is what we summarize in our press statement as well. On your second questions, as you also mentioned, the agreement was signed in Istanbul. And thanks to the leadership of my President Recep Tayyip Erdogan and also Secretary General Guterres, it happened. They were also present at this signing ceremony. And it covers Odessa, Yuzhny, and Chernomorsk ports. And the passage of ships will be monitored remotely and inspection on board. And the first, after the establishment of the Joint Coordination Center in Istanbul, the first vessel reached in Istanbul, sailed from Odessa port, and it carries corn to Lebanon. And after the joint inspection near to Istanbul, it continues sailing towards Lebanon. So it was the first vessel. Good question, good point that it has to be sustainable one. And this duration of this agreement is 4 months. So the extension will be automatic if no objections after 3 months or 4 months when before the end of the duration of the current agreement. And in return, Russia will be also able to export its own grain and related products, as well as fertilizers. And this was also part of the agreement in advance. And the entire world needs the goods of both countries. So it has to be a sustainable one, and everybody must act responsibly and stand by their commitments to continue this flow. And I have to tell you that the situation is fragile because the war in Ukraine continues, and two sides are fighting against each other. Therefore, we believe that this grain deal could be a basis for a comprehensive ceasefire and peace plan and lasting peace in our region. And Turkey has been spending tremendous efforts thanks to the leadership of President Erdogan from the beginning of the war, and we will continue our efforts to end this war, and we need the support of international community to end the war. Thank you.
Can we have one final question, perhaps from the Turkish side?
Idris Sudan Anadolu Agency. I have a question for Foreign Minister Seyfettin Abdullah. Prime Minister Ismail Sabri Yaqub visited Turkey last month, and now Turkish Foreign Minister is here. The King will be visiting Turkey soon. What concrete steps we will be seeing in Turkey-Malaysia relationship soon after all these visits?
What was the last sentence again? What?
The King will be visiting
I know.
Turkey.
Yeah.
What concrete steps we will be seeing in Turkey-Malaysia relationships?
Well, as mentioned earlier, we have upgraded our bilateral relations to a CSP, Comprehensive Strategic Partnership. I think there are a number of specific areas where our economic relations will be strengthened. I can mention two, one from our side and one from the Turkey side. From our side would be in digital economy, specifically in microchips production. And from Turkey's side is, of course, defense industry. I think these two will be like the game changers that will very quickly enhance both in terms of volume and also the quality of our relations, because this is not just about procurement, buying and selling, but here we are looking at lasting cooperation, including technology transfer, production, and so on and so forth. Right? Thank you very much.
Distinguished guests, members of media, ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of our joint press conference. On behalf of the government of Malaysia, I would like to thank once again His Excellency Mevlut Cavusoglu, His Excellency Mevlut Cavusoglu, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Turkey, and his delegation to Malaysia. Thank you. Terima kasih. Teşekkürler.